And happy Sunday to you. I'm Alice Carone. Hope you have a great day planned, and we have the most amazing way for you to start your year with technology that not only is going to make your life easier, that you're going to love, and look at this, it's touchscreen. You're about to see something we have never done before. Here comes our today's special. It has never happened. We are featuring a 17-inch laptop from HP with touchscreen technology as our today's special. First time ever. So here's what's happening. It's not just an HP, it's HP Pavilion. That is top of the line. In addition to that, quad-core processing, super speedy on this one. Your DVD burner, it's in there, so you don't have to worry about that optical drive. If you want to burn a disc, if you want to play a movie, Beats Audio, yes, you're reading that right. Dr. Dre's Beats Audio is in here. So not just a high definition screen, high definition audio as well, combined with 8 gigabytes of RAM, which supports all of your multitasking. That's to give you, to support the quad-core processing. A full terabyte in terms of your storage. Massive for all those new videos and pictures you just took over the holidays. And on top of all of that, my favorite thing in the whole world, because now it is so easy for you to navigate anywhere you want to do, anywhere you want to go, anything you want to do, because we know how to use these. No more dealing with that little mouse and the right click or the double left click or whatever it was that we didn't know, but techies seem to know. We now have the ability to do this ourselves. It's going to be faster, it's going to be quicker, and it's going to be bigger because this is the 17-inch. We did it in gorgeous colors from HP. So take a peek down at the bottom. The purple was the most popular in our last presentation. Right next to that, you have the red. Also, very limited at this point. And then next to that, you see a turquoise blue. We also have the white, which also is limited. And then we also have the silver. And I didn't tell you one of my favorite things, which happens to be, in addition to $400 worth of software, which includes the Tax Act, just in time, right? Couldn't be more timely. In addition to the Tax Act software and $400 worth of other software, lifetime tech support. We've done everything to make your experience on your brand new laptop simple, easy, fun, and fast, and affordable. Our today's special price is $699.95. Our normal price is $130 more, but the retail value, $1,452. If you want to put this on 6 flex payments, you can. That just requires a credit card. If you want to put it on our credit card, the HSN card, you can split this up for one entire year, 12 months. We're going to be your bank. There's going to be absolutely zero financing as long as you pay for it in 12 months. It's going to be $58.32 a month. Again, if you want I think it's the red and the white, most limited right now. And I will tell you, we are fast approaching, oh, actually the purple is also very limited. With about 3,000 ordered on the day. We are fast approaching. In fact, this presentation at, is it 10 o'clock in the morning? Okay. That's East Coast time. We are fast approaching halfway gone. It's been that popular. We're going to bring in Aaron Berger, our computer expert, because I know when it comes to the list of what we want.
Oh, yeah.
We want fast.
Right.
We want quality, HP.
Agreed.
We want Beats Audio.
Yeah, duh.
I don't care. I want that in everything.
Yes.
Beats Audio. We want help.
Yeah.
We've got the lifetime of tech support.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt that we did colors.
And we want a larger screen. I think that's a really big...
That's 17-inch, 6.6 pounds.
Yeah, so less than 7 pounds. Isn't that out of this world? Yeah, it really is. The problem is normally we can't pay for that. I mean, it's great that that's what you want. And you know what? I would like a sports car, and I would like a house that's twice as big as my house, right? But it's awesome today that it is affordable, obviously because of FlexPay and just because of the price, period. Even if it were one lump sum, well, you can see it's about half of what you would pay in retail with $399 of extra software, with $299 of lifetime support, which means, I think that's exciting. You're getting new technology. If you've got a question about how to use any of that new technology, and I hope I hope that you do have a question about it, because I want you to delve into it. I want you to learn more about it and use it fully. Use it in all the ways that you can. There's someone there to answer those questions. In fact, it's a dedicated line just for you guys. Let's take a look at my computer. This is touchscreen, and that's what's so much daggone fun about it. So, by the way, we'll mention throughout the hour, this is our HP printer that's available. I have it on this page because on HP's website it's $199.99, and Alice, what is it, $99 and change here, right?
It's half price here, and not only that, I think we are getting limited in terms of our quantity on that. I'll give you an update on it. We did a presentation about an hour ago. It was insanely popular. You got popular, but if you want that printer is fast. Professional quality photos. I'll talk more about it, but let's stay with this.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll stay with this. But that was just a quick heads up since it was there. Okay, here's the touchscreen part. This is the part of this computer that makes it, I mean, you know, even if it weren't touchscreen, if it were just 17-inch, just the largest screen size we do, if it were just HP, just the #1 computer company in the country, if it were just those things, if it were just quad-core, only a third of computers in the country are quad-core, it would be awesome. But then when you add in the fact that you've got touch capabilities, it really changes, I mean, entirely changes your computer experience. When you want to see something more clearly, you just pinch and zoom with your little fingers, and it's the easiest thing in the world to do. When you want to share a photo, you can do something like just doing a little swipe and then touching share or search. Sorry, that was a search. I could touch share right here, and you send this out to the world just by pressing touching one little icon. It's so easy. When you want to have new things for your computer, you go into the Windows Store, which I'll get into much more here in a little bit. And in the Windows Store, there are hundreds of thousands of apps and games and movies and books and all of the things that you want to now at your fingertips. And this is Windows 8. Windows 8 is designed to be used with the touchscreen experience. Now, certainly you can buy a computer that isn't touchscreen with Windows 8, but the fact that this is Windows 8 and touchscreen really brings two of the best technologies together. I think I'm going to start in a way that I haven't started before. I want to give you guys a quick tour of the computer. I think it's important to see all of the ports and all the extras. That's just a very quick look at touch. We're going to do lots of things. You can paint with your fingers, and you can edit photos, and just the things that you can do because it's touch are awesome. This is our very, very popular Optic White. I want to just show this one off for a minute because I think it is one of the prettiest. Well, I guess I was going to say one of the prettiest colors. I think technically white is the lack of color, but anyway. It's beautiful is what it is, and it would look amazing in your kitchen or amazing in your office. White has been such a hot color across all sorts of computer brands lately. So anyway, this is the white individually tiled keys, and I will show you that there is the individual the numeric keypad as well, so it's nice full alpha and then a numeric keypad as well. There's your Beats audio bar across the top. Like Alice said, not only is this one of the, well, no, not one of the best. It's the best. It's the highest technology screen we've ever done from HP because it's 17-inch and touchscreen. We've never done anything better than 17-inch and touchscreen on a laptop computer. It's also the best audio. It's Beats by Dr. Dre, so it has the higher highs, lower lows, just a more immersive audio experience. There is, of course, your optical drive built in. I say, of course, that's really taking things for granted because the truth is less than half the computers in the U.S. today have an optical drive built in. So often you've got to go out and you've got to buy your own optical drive and spend extra money and configure it and all that. Optical drive built in, burning your movies, burning your music, picking up a DVD. I don't want to buy a computer that doesn't have an optical drive on it because I want to have a DVD player. I want to be able to pop in a movie. You can do so. 3 different USB ports. So these are your high-speed USB ports. I'll talk more to that in just a moment. There's a spot to pop in earbuds if you want. So if you have, like if you're on a plane and you want to use over-the-ear earbuds, like or earphones, like I use my Beats on the plane all the time. I love them. You can plug in there or any earbuds, of course. On the other side, here's a spot where you can pop in your SD card, your XD card, your MMC card, any of your memory cards. This computer, which weighs 6.6 pounds, crazy how light it is, right? Holds 1/3 photos, 320,000 photos, because it has the largest hard drive we've ever sold, a full terabyte hard drive. There's 2 more USB ports. Here's an HDMI port. HDMI allows you to send all your high-definition video and high-definition audio with 1 cable. It's a huge deal. I'll show you in a minute. You can plug this into the television, so when you play games or when you're streaming movies, when you're watching Netflix or Hulu Plus or any of those sorts of things, it's just 1 cable to connect it to your television, which I love. This is an Ethernet port, so you can network with this computer. You can plug into a high-speed internet, whatever it is you want to do. You've got your Ethernet port available right there. I want to go back just for a moment to your USB ports. These are USB 3.0 ports. That means they are 10 times faster than your typical USB port. Something that used to take 5 minutes to load from your USB now takes 30 seconds. For me, the patience impaired, 5 minutes is an eternity. 30 seconds, I can live with 30 seconds. And what I've popped in there is Viper. Viper antivirus. There's never been a more appropriate time to get antivirus. It's our bonus buy today. I want to show you this little stick. When you pop this into your computer, it protects not only this computer, this protects 8 computers for the life of 8 computers. It comes to you on 2 USB drives. So if you want to give one as a gift, if you've got, it's actually a really great Valentine's gift, like a, I think, you know, for like your kids or for your parents or your grandparents, sweet Valentine's gift, because each drive protects 4 computers for the life of 4 computers. You do not pay to renew this every single year like you do all the other antiviruses on the market. So what that means is you plug it in, you let it go, and there's, as I said, you know what happened to Sony. You know what's happened to, you know, many of the famous stars over the past years with their phones and their computers and their pictures and all that getting hacked. You don't have to think about it anymore, and you don't have to pay to renew it every year. Viper protects your computers. It does it automatically. Once you've plugged this into your computer, you never have to think about internet protection again. So I think that's awesome, and you never have to think about paying for it again. It has a firewall built in. It also has a lifetime of US-based toll-free phone support. It's a customer pick on HSN, and I am making a bigger deal out of it. I always say the most important product I sell, but I make an even bigger deal out of it this weekend because we've seen in the past month incredible things happen with security. Viper has been at the forefront of keeping so many of us safe.
Absolutely. It's so important. And it's so important to get something that really gives you a great system. A system that's going to work for you. A system that you're comfortable with. A system that is speedy. Quad-core processor right in here. Quad-core. And not only are you getting the speed you want, that's the part of the whole trilogy kind of that makes this work, because you need the quad-core processor, but then it works with your RAM. 8 gigabytes RAM is massive, guys. I mean, typically we used to do 4, and then we bumped up to 6.
It's quick.
8 gigabytes RAM is for your multitasking, so you can play your music and do this and look at your pictures and just surf all over the place and have it not drag, have it not do the circle or the hourglass or anything else, which just drives you nuts, okay? And especially when we're on our computers so much nowadays. This is where everything is going. We are all going to have to shop, to have to pay our bills. I mean, a lot of my bills now, they won't even take a check.
Right.
You know, it's like,
right.
okay,
That's the truth.
I have to do it here. Everything, this is our world now. This is our business now. This is our means of communication. This is our music. It's all of those things. So if we're going to use it, and if it's going to be our brain center, you want it to be fast. You want it to be easy. Easy, easy, easy. The beauty of this is we know how to use our hands, we know how to use our fingers, whereas we didn't know how to use a mouse. Somebody, you know, that was the first step. But now that you can go touch screen, why in the world would you not? Do you love using your phone? People love their phones. Because why? It's touch screen. And because it's intuitive. Because it makes sense. I don't have to go to this website to go here, to double click, to drop and drag. None of that. None of it now. Everything is simple. You go exactly where you want to go. You go there faster, and you go there easier because of the touchscreen system. And then on top of all of that, to get the HP quality, to get a lifetime of tech support, who's going to give you these things? We're going to give it to you one day. We wanted to start off your year with something that would make a difference, not just this year. You will have this one for years, because to me, the biggest innovation in all of the laptop, in all of computer technology, has been the touchscreen. You can talk all day long about processors and this and that, but the one thing that makes the biggest difference personally to me, and maybe to you, is the ability to use it, the ability to get where I want to go without being frustrated. That's what touchscreen does for you. It allows you to do all of that simply, easily, because all you do is you touch it. The beauty of that, and then combining it with that great big 17-inch high-definition screen and putting Beats Audio in there, this is the complete package. This is everything that you want and everything that you need, all put together one day. 6 flex payments, $116 and some change. If you use the HSN card, I hope you'll sign up for it. You get $10 off immediately, and it's $58.32 over the next 12 months. You just pay $58.32 each month, 0 interest. We're going to continue to show you how this works and give you, continued ideas on how to use it. But I need to already start giving you updates on the colors, which is crazy at whatever time it is, 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, the red is limited. The purple is limited. Okay, everything in that front line is limited. What's most limited right now? Is it going to be the red that sells out first? Okay, we have the purple, we have the red, we have the... Okay, red will sell out first, followed by purple, and then blue. And then the silver, and then the white. We ordered the deepest, I think, in the white, because everybody likes to match up their electronics nowadays. Okay, and truly, when I say we didn't bring many of these in, we are fast approaching our halfway gone mark already this early in the morning. Aaron, I think of this as an opportunity.
Absolutely.
When it comes to the center of your home, what you're doing all day long, if you still have that big computer monitor, I mean, truly, if you have a slow laptop that's heavy, that's hot, then this is your chance to update, upgrade, and to understand.
And the things that you do when you get, if you're a creative person, if you like things that are maybe a little bit more visually oriented, I've got to say, it's just so much more fun to do things on a touchscreen computer. For example, this is a little program called Fresh Paint. And it's just so much fun to use. It's being able to draw on your computer and do all those sort of things are awesome. Being able to edit your photos. I'll show you some other fun things here. Games are great. There's a math wizard that I have. I'll just show you. I'm going to hop into the math wizard here. For education, I can't imagine a better way to really encourage your kids to, do, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to think at the same time as I talk. There we go. It's 4. 9 minus x equals 2. That would be 7. Pick the largest number from this set. 5. Okay, yeah, you get the idea. I am not going to do math and talk to you guys at the same time. It's just somebody's going to lose there, and I'm sure somebody's going to lose there. Well, plus 3. I don't know. I'm a little addicted now. Okay, so let's take a minute and go through. Obviously, we've talked about the touchscreen, and we'll continue to do more. I'll do things like let me show you something real quickly here. I'm in my travel tile. That's one of my favorite tiles. I should back up and say, in Windows 8, this is called the Metro View. This is basically the home screen view from Windows 8. At any time, if you like the typical Windows view, or what they call the desktop Windows view, you can always get into that. So let me just move this little guy down. There it is. So here's that look familiar to you? This is the Windows that you've always known and loved. This is available to you as well. If you want to look at anything a little more larger, you can use all the same controls. I'm just doing it with my finger instead of with the mouse. I should point out, of course, that the mouse is available to you. You've got a little touchpad down here. So if you want to move this using the touchpad, you can, or you just take your little finger and you can move it wherever you want, which sure is convenient, right? So these guys are all called tiles. One of the tiles that's built in, and they're these little square things. The nice thing about them is that they update in live time. So your photo tiles are updating as your photos are updating, your Facebook tile, all those sorts of things. This is one of my favorite tiles. It's called the travel tile. So every day it highlights a new destination. Today, I don't even know how to say that. Is it Burj Khalifa, I think. Burj Khalifa, 5th anniversary of the world's tallest building. Well, see, that was cool to read about.
That's in Dubai?
I think that's exactly what I was thinking as well. I think I watched something on television on it. I think it's on those, like the palm kind of islands that they have in Dubai, that the man-made palm islands. Anyway, I think that's where it is. But you know what? I could find out exactly where it is. I could read the article instead of just, making it up. So MSN Travel, if you want to read about today or the world or whatever. And I'm going to, back up here. So let's go back to home and travel. Here we go. One of the things I love to do is choose destinations around the world to learn a little bit about. So let's go to well, let's go to the Middle East. I've been to Jerusalem, but that's really the only place I've been. So if we wanted to go to, how about, Amman, Jordan. I bet that's a beautiful place to visit. We go just like this, and then it's going to bring up information on Amman. It's going to bring up photos. It's going to bring, and in fact, one of the really cool things, even 360-degree photos is a wonderful addition that this is able to do. And then with your finger, you're able to travel to all different areas just by, quite literally just at the touch of a finger. So here we go. Or I could go somewhere close, like Ocala, Florida, which is right around the corner. A beautiful place. And then you'll see traveler photos. Here's traveler photos, all kinds of great things. Easy to do, easy to find, easy to navigate, because as I said earlier, it's just at the end of your finger. Another point I want to make is that with the service, you might be saying, well, that's cool. It's fun to watch Aaron do that. Well, I'll be able to do it when I get home. Don't forget, we're including a lifetime of tech support. Doesn't that feel good to know you're getting home a computer? Maybe you've never used Windows 8 before. Maybe you've never used a touchscreen computer before. Some of these things are new to you. Great, no problem. Because the tech support is designed not just if you have a problem, but if you have a question. So you're thinking, okay, how do I set up my printer? I'm traveling, how do I connect to the internet? Or how about this question? How do I move all of my old files to my new computer? That's something that I even have to think about. It's not something we do every single day. We only get it when we get a new computer. Perfect question for your tech friends at the end of the line. Did you know it's toll-free, 24 hours a day, and U.S.-based? Those things are all great. Do you know what else? It's a line that is specifically for HSN customers and only HSN customers. We have our own dedicated support line, so it's fast. You don't have to wait for a long time. So there's one extra that you get at HSN and only at HSN. Not only are you getting the country's top-selling laptop. I love this white color. HP's laptops were the #1 seller in the country. Our most favored size at HSN, it's the largest size, so many of us prefer to have the larger size because it's just easier to deal with. It's easier to see, it's easier to control. When you're using your fingers, you don't have to be quite as specific. Obviously, when you have a larger screen, the larger screen is everything. So you're getting our larger screen, you're getting the best company in America, the most purchased laptop in America, and you're getting a lifetime of support. Another thing that we do at HSN and only at HSN, this is exclusive to us, and it's exciting. I've been selling computers at HSN for about 9 years, going on 9 years, and I can count on my hands how many times I've been able to say this. We include that lifetime of support, but also $399 of additional software. That's more than half the price of the computer. In fact, when you take the price of the support, which we value at $299, and the software, which you value at $399, that's the price of the computer. So it's almost like you're buying the software and you're buying the support. We're throwing in a 17-inch quad-core touchscreen, 8 GB of RAM, full terabyte computer on top of it. Let me show you all of the software that you're getting. These are all full version, non-expiring software programs. As I said, you could go out and buy these if you had $400 in your pocket. You could go out and buy Complete Organizer. You could go out and buy Doc Lock or Family Tree Maker. That's a wonderful program. That's the same people that run Ancestry.com. It works with Ancestry.com. How to use Windows 8. So there's a little tutorial, and there's a built-in tutorial that I'll show you in a minute as well. Movavi Photo Suite and a video editor. And when you've got quad-core power, you're going to love editing videos. Did you guys see Tax Act? Okay, I'm just going to talk about Tax Act and Think Free Office for a minute. Think Free Office is totally compatible with Microsoft Office. It is basically your replacement. See, Think Free Office, basically a replacement for Microsoft Office, because every document, every spreadsheet, every database that you create, fully compatible with your Microsoft suite. You don't have to go buy Microsoft Office. We're including a program that does all those programs for you. And then Tax Act, we're at the beginning of the year. This is the time that we start thinking about getting all of our paperwork together, getting all those things together. This is the time to do it. You get free e-files with Tax Act. So if your New Year's resolution is to get a little bit more organized, to not procrastinate, this really does help you get all of those things done. BetterPhoto.com, you get an online photography course. I love that. A Workout Trainer Pro, which is awesome. I've actually used some of those workouts. There's your Tax Act 2014 federal and state versions and a lifetime of customer support. Alice, it's really everything but the kitchen sink.
I'm not sure that that's not included.
There's a sink around here somewhere.
Let's get a picture of a kitchen sink right up here. I'm going to give you an update on some of the colors because actually the red is starting to actually get limited this early in the morning. We're down to a matter of hundreds now if you want that red. Here's the thing. With 3,200 ordered already this morning, with about half of our entire quantity for the day gone, this is just one of those moments when it's good you got up early. It's good to go ahead and reserve what you want. You still have 30 days, unconditional, money back guaranteed, no restocking fee. My sister got hit with one of those the other day. You know, you always hear about it, and you're like, really? People do that? You know, you return something, and then you pay a restocking fee. Nothing like that here. We want you to get it home. We want you to love it. We want you mostly to use it, and we want you to be happy when you use it, because a lot of technology is still confusing to us. A lot of technology is still challenging to many of us. And a lot of technology is still expensive. What you're getting here is something that I will tell you a year or 2 years ago was pretty much unaffordable. Touch screens a year or 2 years ago were just crazy expensive. Now you're getting HP. #1 manufacturer of laptops. Is it in the world?
Certainly in the country. Probably in the world, but definitely in the U.S.
HP, #1 manufacturer of laptops in the country. HP Pavilion, they're top of the line. You're getting not a 15-inch screen, you're getting a supersized 17-inch screen. Look at that keyboard right there. You can relax, you can look at it, you can just sit there and just, boy, a big screen TV almost, you know. I mean, that's how big this is, 17 inches. And then, even more important to me is what's inside of it, because that quad-core processor will make all the difference to you. Having the speed you want, because we're doing so much on our computers, if you don't have the speed, then you will be frustrated, you will be annoyed, and you will not do what you want to do, because you'll walk away from it. You're just like, no, I can't do that. I can't wait for it. Everything has to pull up. The page won't load. Oh my gosh, you know, you've been there, done that. Don't do that again. I almost said 4 gigabytes of RAM. It's double that. It's 8 gigabytes of RAM. And I know a lot of us don't. What is RAM? RAM is your multitasker. So RAM enables that quad-core processor to work even faster on building different kind of apps or whatever programs you're going to. And then you have incredible storage. Incredible, because if you've ever had to buy additional memory for a laptop or a computer, you know it's expensive. You do not want to do that. You might as well just buy the whole thing over. Here you have it all. But then you have 3 things that are exceptional inside of this. With that 17-inch high-definition screen, you have Dr. Dre's Beats audio. The audio is as good as the video. In the past, the audio is what's really been cut back, and it's tinny, and it sounds just lousy. You listen to a movie, and it sounds terrible. You listen to your music, it sounds terrible. And then the other biggie right here, it's touch screen. I can just touch it. I don't have to worry about all of those silly little I was going to call them mice, a mouse that you have to go, well, do I have to put it on here? And if I put it on here, do I double click it? Do I single click it? Do I drag and drop? I don't know. Look at how I can even highlight stuff just by touching it. You can even, you know, get definitions of words. I mean, it's incredible. You can e-read on here. You can do anything you want, but you can do it simpler, easier, faster because of the way that this is created. And the third thing, lifetime of tech support, not a year, not 5 years, a lifetime. As long as you own this laptop, you will have the ability to pick up the phone and ask any question you want to. No question too small, okay? And I know that a lot of us, you know, are like, well, do you know how to turn it on? It's okay. They will answer it. They will absolutely answer every single question for you. And having that ability to go and not have to bother your neighbors or a friend or anything else who probably doesn't know the answer anyway. Now you're going right directly to the source. As many calls as you want, doesn't matter. Here are the colors that we have. Because, frankly, the colors will start going very early today with already almost half of our quantity gone. 091577 is your item number. So you have that turquoise blue, or you have the purple. We can start there. The purple, is that our best seller in the hour so far? Okay, so the purple is selling the fastest right now, but the one right next to it, that red, is the most limited. We're down to a few hundred. We have a few hundred in the red. Isn't that crazy? We have a few hundred in the red. I actually love that. It's like a sky blue, like a turquoise blue. If you want the white to match some of your other electronics, your tablets, your phones, whatever it might be, we have that really classic white. And then we have the silver, very sleek, very chic, very high tech. Free shipping. The price on this, retail value, $1,452. You're getting it today at half price, $699.95. If you want to split this up on your credit card, we take almost every credit card known to man. You can split this up, and it ends up being $116 and some change. But if you use your HSN card, 12 months, you finance it. There's 0 interest. Why not do that if you can, okay? Apply for it. You'll get $10 as soon as you're approved to spend on your next purchase. But most important to me is that financing option. It's here. It's now. Don't wait till later. Don't think I'm going to come back later. This is on its way to selling out early today. It's just been extremely popular since we launched it at midnight. So you're one of the first to be able to actually get the color you want. And again, this is not old technology that we're clearing out. This is the newest technology. This is the coolest technology. This is the easiest technology. And this is technology that will take you 2, 3, 4, 5 years, because this is where everything is going. It's all going to touch screen because, Aaron, we like to use our phones.
Yes.
The joy is that in the past it's been like, well, I got to work to figure out my laptop.
Right.
But man, I get on my phone. I can do all kinds of things. Now, this is like using your phone because of that touchscreen technology.
It's like using your phone if your phone were 400 times faster.
And bigger.
Right? And bigger.
And being
right.
able to see it now.
And, you know, I made this analogy the other day. I went to look at a new cell phone at, when was it? This past week. And the cell phone that I didn't buy it because, you know, my got another 2 or 3 months before I can buy it and get the discount. You know how that goes, right? The phone was going to be $700. The phone. 3-4 inches, right? Do you know how much memory it had? 64 gigabytes. Do you know how much memory this has? 1,000. You know, the screen was 3 inches. This screen is 17 inches. It was a dual-core processor. This is a quad-core processor. So when I think about what I can get here for my money versus what they wanted me to pay for a phone, it's just, it's such a value, and it's so much power. But I understand. I mean, I spend money on my phones and that kind of stuff too because I love having that touchscreen capability. Well, now you get that touchscreen capability, but you get all the power that goes along with the computer. And you know what? There are very few things that I sell and really that I think anyone sells that I can look at you and say, this is something you will use all day long, every day. You will thank yourself a dozen times a day for buying this computer. How many other devices? I always say buy a good computer, buy a good mattress. You spend a third of your life sleeping, right? That's part of being human. And you spend an awfully large portion of your life on your computer. Doing what? Getting on Facebook, doing email, using the webcam. And if you don't use the webcam, you will. Talk about making friends and family around the world. It's just so much fun to have a webcam. You'll use it to share your pictures, to edit your photo, to do all of those things. And now you're doing it in a way that is just so much easier than it's ever been before, than it has ever been. For example, you want to edit a photo? Let me show you how easy it is to edit a photo. Well, first of all, you got to be able to see your photo. So with the touchscreen, it's so much easier to make it larger and to make it smaller. And then take your finger, do a little swipe up from the bottom. There's lots of editing I can do. You can rotate the photo. You can crop the photo over here if you want to delete, open, set, if you want to make a slideshow. Those are all things, if you go into edit, it actually opens up a whole new thing. Basic fixes that you might want to do. Maybe you want to change the color. Maybe you want to do some effects or effects that you can do. For a vignette effect, which is a cool thing to do on your photo. So very subtle, but really, these are all really cool and really easy things to do. Now, when it comes time to share this photo, you can do one little swipe with your finger. I can hit, hey, let's share the photo. How do you want to share it? I could put it right on Facebook. If I put it on Fresh Paint, you could edit it with your fingers. You could draw things on it and that sort of thing. Or you could just send it via email. It's never been this easy before. It's never been this convenient. It's never been this much fun. It's touch that makes it more fun. It is. That it makes it more personal. There's something that tactile feel of just being able to touch the computer like I was just doing. There are a few technical things about the computer that you should know. You might realize this computer runs. I'm sure you've noticed I'm running probably a dozen or more different programs at the same time, including things that have video, things that have sound, games, I mean, all sorts of different things, and it's never slowing down. If you ask your computer to run more than 2 or 3 things, it probably has a fit, right? I know the feeling. That's because your computer isn't quad-core and doesn't have 8 gigabytes of RAM. Excuse me. RAM is one of the very, very important things, specifically when it comes to multitasking and to loading web pages. If you find that your computer loads web pages slowly and you think, oh, the internet's slow today, the internet isn't slow, your computer is slow, probably because it doesn't have enough RAM. So that's one thing. The other thing is the quad-core, and we're going to sort of show you right now what quad-core means to your computer. This is just a visual example. It's just an allegory, really, for what's inside your computer. So imagine when you go to the grocery store, we all know the feeling of getting to the grocery store, and it's crowded, and there's only 2 lanes open, and it's 6 o'clock on a Friday, and you're like, why didn't they schedule more checkers? This is the time that we need a lot of people on the checkout lanes. Well, this computer, and we're going to show you this video twice in a row, this computer always has 4 lanes open. It's sort of like getting to a grocery store and there's 2 lanes open and you're like, uh-oh, we're in trouble. But when there's 4 lanes open, everything all of a sudden can flow through so much more quickly. Well, that's the same thing with a quad-core processor. There are 4 processors inside the computer. So when you're running high-definition video, when you're running your Viper antivirus, I want to remind you it's at the bottom of your screen. The Viper antivirus security suite protects 8 computers for the life of those computers. We'll talk about that here as soon as I finish the processor. So maybe you're running Viper, you're running antivirus, maybe you've got video playing, maybe you're listening to, the latest beats. You're listening to them on your Beats audio, which is out of this world, by the way, having that audio experience as well as the visual experience that a high-definition HP screen brings. This is your portable multimedia center in every way, in every shape of the word, right down to the fact that it even has your optical drive built in. Less than half of the laptops sold in the U.S. today have an optical drive built in. It's almost always something that you have to buy in addition to the computer because it's a way that manufacturers can save money. Optical drive, and it's not just that. It's also because of cloud computing. And cloud computing is great, but I want to have things locally loaded to my computer. I want to be able to watch a DVD. I want to be able to burn music. I want to be able to burn my files, save my files, share my files, and I want to be able to do it in the fastest way. That's with the DVD drive. So the DVD drive is built in. I want to spend a minute, maybe we'll even show you the graphic and show you a little video now. We're a little bit more than halfway through our presentation. Viper antivirus, there has never been a more important and more appropriate time to have great antivirus. As a computer expert, someone who sells computers every day,